The jump in from Joe is huge. The crush counter is going to be a lot of damage. Baited the throw, it's going to be critical. He got it just at the end, and L.I. Joe takes it.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in the G Fuel E-League Arena. And again, we know you're watching because we see your social media output. Turns out Sajam getting lots of fans. You can see he's down the barbershop there.
With Alex? Yeah, you know, the Hoop Squad on Twitter is a bunch of degenerate meme makers, of course.
They're pretty active.
I reckon this is just Z on multiple accounts. That's what I think's going on. But anyway, look, we've got games to talk about, so let's get into it. So it's going to be Chris Tatarian versus L.I. Joe.
Yeah, an important one because they both lost their first match, so it's going to be like the battle of trying not to go 0-2 in the start of this bracket, which is so important. Like, we talked about how the top half of this, like, is a little predictable about who might be at the top, but the bottom of this is going to be a mad scramble. So I feel like for both of them, this is a really important set.
Yeah, that's 100% true. I mean, we look at players like Chris T, who's done really well for the most part in tournaments, especially Season 1. Not having the best results in Season 2, but I feel like that's something, because we know he's coming into his own. He's still learning that character. He's still trying to understand it. Not in a crisis, but he wants to understand that character, so I appreciate him sticking tried and true to said character.
Yeah, this is for sure an important set. And I think that, you know, probably the winner of this set has a better chance to move on in the group because, you know, there's not any easy sets in this group, and so it's going to be tough the whole way. So both of them, you know, are going to want to get this and try to avoid going 0-2, get that nice W on the board.
And is Long Island Joe kind of an outsider to get through? I mean, nobody's really thrown that possibility out there that he could be going straight to TV.
So the thing about it is L.I. Joe has already done the legwork. He's been in this community for a long time, so you know he has the attitude, he has the gameplay, he has the experience to do it. It's just all about what that opposition is going to let him do. If you let Joe play and he gets his game off, he's definitely going to beat you. But that's where the opposition comes in. This is a fighting game. You can't let him do that, and that's where the conflict lies.
Well, everyone says how nice L.I. Joe is, and he is quite a humble guy. We had an interview with him earlier today. Let's see how he's feeling.
Joe, my man, so many questions I want to ask you, but I know you had something you wanted to get off your chest, man.
Drake, you got to message K-Brad. K-Brad is my boy. Drake, if you get this, you have got to message. Just a quick tweet. A quick tweet like, yo, done.
That's two.
You'll make K-Brad's life. Just one quick yo. That's it.
Yo, Drake, that's two call-outs you've gotten. That's two. All right, man, so that first match you had against Zhao Hai, man, you played very strong. You got to be feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, you know, I feel pretty good. Zhao Hai isn't, like, a ridiculous player, dude. Every game, he plays like 10 games at the highest level. I was trying to, I realized I couldn't beat him in the neutral. Like, I couldn't, every button I press, I'm like, damn, this guy keeps hitting every button I press. So I'm like, all right, let me just kind of, you know, try to do some wild stuff. And it worked for a second, but yeah, unfortunately, and then I missed the one time where he did DP and I jumped over, and I like neutral jumped. I'm like, oh, whatever. But I will say this, it is really nerve-wracking up there. Oh, yeah. It is really scary up there. It's true, very, very true. It's very scary.
It's the real deal, man. It's the real deal.
Scary, dude. But,
you know, speaking of big stages and main stages, man, you really made your name and cemented your name in FGC. I mean, because people knew you before, but like Evo was kind of like that time, your time to shine. How's the ride been since Evo?
It's been pretty crazy, man. It's been people think like I walk down the street, everyone's like, oh, look, it's really not that crazy. But in the beginning, the first like 2 months was kind of wild. You know, people like I had organizations messaging me and this guy and this guy and this interview and that interview. But all I got to say, man, it's amazing to be recognized for something you're passionate about. So like, who cares, man? You know, like it was just to be like, hey, dude, like I play fighting games and people, there's like notoriety for me for doing something I love to do. Like you can't beat that, dude. So like I take it all in, like right to the heart, dude. Seriously.
Well, Joe, man, you bring such a good energy to the scene, man. Good luck with your match against Chris T.
He's absolutely right. I love a bit of notoriety myself. I can totally identify with L.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I can see we're going to get along famously when we all go out partying. But anyway, before we get to that stage, we need to know if he's going to have something to party about after this game.
This is a toss-up. I don't really know how to call this. I mean, like I said before, if you let Long Island Joe play his game, he's going to win.
For sure.
I don't think Chris T is going to let him win.
All right.
I think he might. Not on his own will.
Just because he's not capable of stopping him.
I don't know how much high-level Urien practice he has, which I think is going to come into effect here for sure. If you're not used to this kind of style, Joe is a real big issue.
If you get it wrong, Sajam, we're going to meme you to death in the next segment. So, all right,
that sounds like every day of my life. So let's just hop right into this. Chris Tatarian, Long Island Joe. Man, that interview, he's like, his personality is ridiculous. Joe's such a funny guy.
Here we go. Nice backdash to start it off already. And like you said before, we're not 100% sure of the experience that Chris T has with high-level Urien. So I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. Nice anti-air DP. Hadn't seen one of those in a while from Mr. Chris T.
Yeah, he missed so many against Phenom, I feel like. That was a big part of that set. Jump over that fireball. And Chris, he's a young man. He's got those reactions. You can't get away with it against him. But Joe answers back. EX knees right over the fireball.
Oh, nice jump in. That was pretty far away, too. Using that target combo, spinning a little meter using an EX Tatsu.
With a dash under. Joe with the activation. It's going to be hard to push him into the mirror, so he goes for the reset twice.
Oh, tries to go for the throw. And look at this opposition from Joe.
And fighting behind the mirror here with the jump back from Chris T. Another one. Mirror's still there, but now it's gone.
I like the patience on both players' ends right now.
Oh, he gets under, but no combo.
Oh, the tail end. I don't know what he did, but that was a counter hit. So,
yeah, some kind of button at the end. I don't know if he anti-aired or if he thought it landed and tried to whip punish it, but it just tagged him right at the end. And a lot of jumps from Chris. I was going to say, Joe's got to be ready with that anti-air pretty soon here.
Oh, nice. Crouching strong again. Standing medium kick.
So you see now Joe is thinking about that anti-air. And so he's looking for it the whole time, which means now that Chris gets to open up with that fireball game.
I like the oh, standing fierce right there to get that hit and confirm it. Look at the stun. Thunder kick.
No, the regular throw. One more for stun. Oh, the low, and he has some bar to close it out. Will probably be not enough, though. Yeah, as you can see, he doesn't choose to spend any resources. The jab in the throw, very safe, because if he had done EX headbutt on wake up, he would have still been able to block that jab after that jab. So yeah, really kind of clinical play from Chris. He showed some knowledge in that matchup that I wasn't sure if he had.
Well, once again, I would like to point out that the mood here in the studio is a little different now. All the groups are done. So back there, there's not as many players, and it's kind of quiet. And you see these guys on their own little setups, playing and practicing, trying to get back to it, and it's crazy because you know it's business.
Yeah, exactly. It's not as much fun in games. It's pretty serious up there. Oh, the jump over from Chris.
Jump over right there. Gets that Tatsu to carry. Nice series.
Oh, what a throw bait. Man, he is really exposing the defense of Joe here. That's been such a big issue so far. And, you know, Urien's defensive options are not the best. And Ken is a great character to kind of exploit that. Does not go for the throw bait, but look at that. Confirm the back strong fierce. Chris Tatarian running through L.I. Joe 3 straight rounds.
Set point is looking pretty good right now, but L.I. Joe definitely has the tools to make this comeback happen.
Oh, no punish on that, man. That's a big miss from L.I. Joe.
Nice backup there to get that jump in, be a little more safe. Nice chase down with that EX tackle. Here comes Joe. Ooh, reversal EX DP. Chris Tatarian, man, one of the wild boys out here. You know he will EX reversal you sometimes, just to make sure you're on the up and up.
Yeah, the wild boys for sure. He does like to take those risks, and man, Joe cannot deal with the jumps. For sure, this has been a big problem. I think he just doesn't expect it to keep happening.
Jump. What? That neutral jump hit so late and still able to confirm. There's the activation on the trigger.
And one hit for Chris Tatarian will take it. Good block, second mirror out, but he can just jump back. The escape.
And you need to be really careful. Chris T has full meter everything.
Yeah, one confirmed for Chris T. Oh, that could have been it, Chip. He just needs Chip. Yeah, that'll do it. No way out for L.I. Joe. He was already committed, so 4 straight rounds. Chris Tatarian over L.I. Joe.
Chris Tatarian looking pretty good. I mean, he had that loss, but now he's back in the game. I like the fact that he's, you know, getting his wits about him, making sure he's paying a little more attention, playing like the Chris we see at Wednesday night fights pretty often.
Yeah.
L.I. Joe's not out of this yet, of course. We still have plenty of games for him to play. He can still make that